It is Drew from Organized Play, and sorry I've been away for a bit. I've been on adventures, both playing the sim a lot, going to a lot of tournaments, and also spending a little over 2 weeks in Korea. What a blast! Here I am. I'm going to explain these two tournaments. Actually, past a couple of events that I've been to. For One Piece, I've kind of been running spoilers. I've been running Perona, and this is the deck list that I've been currently running both on the sim and in person. The only difference is, well, I guess we'll go through it, but the big difference between my real deck and what I'm running on the sim, until at least I get the cards, is instead of the 3 carrots, I've been running the jewelry Bonnie. Freezing those characters extremely strong, especially with someone like with Perona, where you can keep them locked down and then have your carrots just freeze them on top of that. With the reduction that you have in the deck, it tends to be very strong. And like I said, right now I'm running the Bonnies, but once I actually get the 3 carrots, which are super simple, I could just order them. They're not that expensive, to be honest. Uh, this deck is something I'm comfortable playing with and something that I have. There are probably a couple of upgrades and cards that I could get, but this was more of a deck that both I had a lot of cards for on hand, and also something that I've just been playing so much that I'm very comfortable on some of the matchups. Of course, I'm not winning everything, but I think I have a fair chance in at least not getting stomped in all of my rounds of play. So we're starting off Prona. As you know, she can rest a 4 or less, or give a -1 cost to a character's turn, which enables a lot of her removal to happen. And obviously, of course, I ran the package a little bit different. Most people tend to run the Land of Wano package with the we can be I can be your samurai, you can be my samurai. Sorry, and I tended to go a little bit different. I did try both sets, and I just found myself a little bit more comfortable running this version of it, which was a little bit more of my own flavor. I mean, obviously, you're still gonna have more or less the top end, as you can see, and there's gonna be staples like geckos. I know some people are gonna go 4 into geckos. I only have 3. And to be honest, I think 3's just good enough for this deck. If I were to make different cuts to it, maybe play around with the Lucci spot. Um, but otherwise, I think I have enough 2K counters and enough things to handle with most problems that I've dealt with. Obviously, you can't make your box way too much of a toolbox unless your meta kind of requires you to do that. So I've got the Krieg, could knock out 2 rested guys of 4 or less with a discard from your hand, and also has the ability to double attack if you really need it. 9 out of 10 times he's used for his on play, and if he gets to live for an attack or double attack, even better. Sometimes not always possible. Changes I made, I added 2 Hody Jones because one of the strongest green cards, and you have the ability to splash into green, you're definitely going to Hody. He is a game finisher. He knocks out defenses. He could stop Dawn versus certain matchups, like in the Nami matchup, or just pretty much anyone else, to be honest. There's never a negative, especially if you just want to finish out the game. Taking a life means you get a free card, or if you have no life, you're not going to die. You can still play him out. Rest 2 guys and attack, rest 2 blockers, rest 2 Dawn, doesn't matter. And the 8K is definitely going to put you over. Ryuma's a staple in Perona decks, to be honest. Rest a 4 or less, automatically play a 4-drop, knock him out. The Zoros, I still love. That's more of a meta, like, I guess that's more of a personal pick. I know most people go to the 10 cost on Flamingo. Technically, freezing 3 characters is better, but from the games that I've played, when Zoro's out, either people use all the removal on them and burn their turn, or that they're that far ahead anyway that me freezing 3 guys maybe would have not helped. But if he sticks for the turn, game over next turn for them. 9 out of 10 times. Like I said, it's a gamble, but it's going to put a great amount of pressure on people, especially if you have a decent board established already. Maybe you geckoed the turn earlier, or you had a good amount of blockers out, or a combination thereof. Throwing out the Zoro is pretty much dictating, like, if you don't get rid of this threat right now, possibility of losing the game next turn, especially if you can even just run Gecko and not even bump him up, and then the Hody on top of that on the following turn. If someone can survive that, that's on them. Carrots, like I said, are the Bonnies freezing out characters. Carrots get the bonus of doing on the attack also. Once I get my hands on some carrots, or if I manage to get some packs, spoilers, I'm ripping some packs. That is very good. Suros, both as cost reduction and counter, great. Khalifas, most of the time, using her for a counter ability, but Sometimes even just getting that cycle slash reduction ability is extremely strong for, well, for the way I play, I guess. Same thing one-legged soldiers, regardless if they come out of the trash via Gecko or otherwise, they're still a 2k counter. Becca's, I know most people would go for Borsellino. I have a lot of Becca's, so I play Rebecca. Lucci's, this is the only card I would play around with the numbers. I'm not sure if complete reduce. I mean, he does get rid of stuff, but sometimes I feel he's like a sort of dead card on occasion. If I don't have a lot of stuff in my trash, sometimes it feels bad when I only have like one or two cards in trash and I can't trigger off his on play. Although there are times where I just pop him out because he's just 6k on the board for next turn to attack. Geckos, I don't think I need to say a lot about this card. Brooks, great. If you are just the 4 cost, it doesn't matter if they're rested. Your Perona can use their native -1 ability to send a 5 cost to the trash once you put out the Brook. Peronas, I've used them both for their on play ability and for the 2k counter. This deck's actually full of a lot of 2k counters. If they have 5 or more cards in their hand, knock her down to either give an opponent -3 or they discard a card from their hand. I'll usually do this if I attack and they decide, okay, I'll take the life just to get to 5 or 6 cards. Automatically plop Perona down. They automatically toss out a card, essentially netting 0 on that exchange. Kaido, the fact that he trashes instead of KOs, a 7 cost or lower, /8 cost if you have Perona or any of your cost reducers, is great. In addition to that, being able to discard a card to discard cards from their hand, really good, especially if you're already going for the all-in and you want to make sure they have nothing in their hand. From what I understand, you can still do the discard ability. Just the on-play / getting rid of a character is the only caveat to him discarding a character, but you could still do the discard a card to discard a card from their hand. If I'm wrong, let me know. Whoever wins this war becomes justice. Just in case, I want to toss out some cards, get my trash a little fuller. Sometimes I've even thrown some cards that I want to throw out, like my Ryumas if I bring my Gecko out, since Gecko can bring out 4 or less. It doesn't matter about the color, unlike Rebecca, which needs a black character in order to bring out. So I've justiced out Ryuma on defense, and then the Gecko the following turn to start eliminating most of the board. Get board control. I know a lot of people aren't a super big fan of it. My little spice to my deck is Shark Arrows, KO 2 characters of cost 3 or less. Very easy to rest a lot of guys, really easy to reduce their cost. I tend to get rid of a lot of even small blockers because you don't want a horde building up. You don't want someone just chipping out your cards by putting 2 or 3 Dawn on some characters and just attacking with 5k, 5k, 5k to get rid of all your lovely 2k counters in your hand. So that, in addition to things like the Don Flamingo blockers and stuff like that. 1 Ice Age, this is purely because I only own 1 Ice Age. In theory, I would want them instead of the Hot Couture, although I do like the trigger of the Hot Couture patchwork, mainly because you get to cycle on the trigger, you draw 2 cards and discard a card. So this is what I'm running, and this is what I've been running for the last, I want to say the last 4 or 5 events. Actually, I lied. The last 3 events. And bonus that I was able to trade at, not last week's event, but the weekend before last. I got my lovely Perona that I traded for, which was chasing after, to be honest. I just didn't want to spend like the $40 or whatever it was on TCG. Luckily, I was able to trade with a player, and I was very happy with that. So, bonus points whenever I can get trade or buy very cheaply a manga, I definitely will, especially for the leader. So there's that. I did 2 events this weekend. Came in second in one and third in the other one. I actually did pretty well, I would like to think. Still getting used to the deck. Dofi did smash me up, although there were occasions where I was able to stabilize the board. I literally cleared the board twice between all of my removal, but at the end I just didn't have enough life to keep fighting, and that was the end of me. Even though I cleared the board, he just swung in with 10 Dawn on Dofi, and that was the end of me. So, other than that, I'm very happy with the deck. I'm obviously still looking to make small changes. Maybe I'll get rid of the Krieg, add a 3rd Hody, or move around the Luccis, play a little bit with the numbers, but I'm really happy how the deck kind of works. If I get some more Ice Ages, I'd probably replace at least one of the Hot Couture Patchworks, or maybe get a soap sheep for more reduction. I would consider reducing some of the shark arrows in retrospect. But other than that, I think the ratios are pretty decent as far as countering and attack power and removal. So we'll see. But so far, that's what I'm playing. I also had the opportunity to pick up, although I didn't open, 2 new starter decks. So I got the Newgate and the Plouffe. Probably open that up during Extra Life. Speaking of, my group's having an Extra Life event on November 23rd, 2 weeks from now-ish, depending on when this recording goes up. If you guys are on stream, if you're into One Piece, if you're into board games or any card games, we'll be doing that for 24 hours. Check us out. I'll leave a link below for the Twitch channel for Organized Play so you can see all the other people play also. But the more important part, I know is why you're here. I picked up, so in the first tournament I did on Saturday, I managed to buy 4 PRB packs. Ooh, shiny. I can't wait to open these. I have not opened any PRB packs. And I can't wait to get the Dawn, to be honest, to start pimping up my Dawn, regardless if they're regular holos or the gold Dawns. They also were giving out winter packs. So they gave me in October, December, a winter pack volume 7 and an event pack 4. They were kind of just giving out event packs, so let's start with that. Starting with the event pack number 4. I completely forgot what's in these. So we're gonna first mute my phone, and let's see what we get. Where's my I was gonna say my box cutter. Where is my hobby knife? Because I like opening with the hobby knife better than I do just opening with my hands. Did we get anything cool with the first event pack for Volume 4? Got a cool looking Sabo. There we go. Nice. Also, I just realized that I think I'm on live and not actually recording to put up for later. Mistakes may have been made. But that's fine. I'll just reverse and go into bot afterwards and save it. As I totally mess up, guys. This is totally live, as you can tell. Going into Winter Pack Volume 7. Usually I tend to record these and putting on YouTube. So we get the Winter Law. And then we're going to go into the Winter 24 pack for October and December. What kind of decks have people been playing or trying out on? I'll probably give Perona a little bit of a rest. I've played Hody, Perona, and nice. Got the Blue Ace. Damn, those Winter packs looking crispy right there. I probably should have moved my camera, but I'm a little too lazy now. I said usually I do recording. I don't do the live stream, but mistakes were made, or were they? Can we pull a God pack? That'd be great. So this is from the first store that I played at. They had 4 packs left. I initially was only going to buy 3, and then I decided, I saw the last sad pack, and I'm like, you know what, screw it. I think I'm just going to buy the 4th pack. Maybe that's where the magic is. Alright, so it wasn't the God pack. Reiju, Arrows, Eldor, the Raizo, Suru, the Bello Betty. Wow, nice. The Katakuri, Khalifa, and what's that, a Luchidon? I think that's Luchidon. Really digging the Dawn from this, especially since there's 30 types, I believe they said, for this PRB. The foiling on the Jolly Roger is pretty great, so it kind of bling out your deck a bit more, if that is your thing. Not a God pack, guys. Law, a Beji, Gum Gum, Upper Yard, the Billion, another Arlong, Monkey Luffy, the Kobe on that King of Gurmo, nice, with the Jolly Roger foiling. I hope you guys can see that. And a King Don. Let's see, pack number 3 from the first store. Yeah, I tend to try to go to as many stores as possible, seeing as weekends are very limited now. So if I can go to multiple events in a day, you know I'm going there. Alright, Raiju. I'm sorry, Vinsmoke. Thunderbolt, Khalifa, Izu. Always useful. Satori. The Sanji. The brand new. Damn, that is some crispy foiling. The Beji with the foiling. With the Jolly Roger foiling. And the Luffy Don. Alright, pack number 4, so last pack from the store. Is it the pack that holds any magic to it? Here we go. It's like watch me drop it, be the God pack. I saw that online too. I saw someone on Reddit literally open up a God pack and then drop it. Not the God pack, guys. At least not with the Dellinger. Barrier, Reiju, Imperial Inkov, Baby 5. There's, speaking of Ice Ages, I know where it's going at least. Arlong. Ooh, Yamato. Pretty. Neko. And the cool. Who's the pink Dawn? I forgot whose Dong that belonged to. Dong that Dawn. And the second event I went to, I got the tournament pack for October and December. A 2 Legends and 3 PRB. So let's see, let's start off with the attendance pack. I completely forgot what's in this one. I'm pretty sure there was like 1 or 2 cards that I did want to go after. It was not Edison though, but here you go, Edison. I was like, any card but that, not the Edison. Got the Edison. I know there was one set that I was looking for the tournament pack in particular, but off the top of my head I can't remember now. Let's go. I've been very vocal about not being a super big fan of OP08. But let's see. Is he going to bite me in the butt? Okay, not bad. I actually do need Bonnie, so not a total loss on that Bonnie. Alright, so these are 3 PRB packs, not counting what I got in the starters. I'm probably not going to open the starters till the Extra Life event, just for funsies. Maybe play a couple games with those against my friends or teach people how to play the game. I did, speaking of and slowing it down a bit, I did order a box of PRB. I'm unsure if it'll make it before the stream on the 23rd. Maybe we'll do a unboxing of that at the stream. If not, I'll try to, if we have time. If not, I'll try to see if I can open it before and put that up. I also have a box coming of OP09. I ordered straight from Bandai, but it says delivery time January, so you guys have to wait a bit for that, even though the drop time's supposed to be sometime in December. Alright, got another Law. Building that deck. Anknov, Eldor, Marco, pretty cool. Yori. Nice looking kid there. Is that the... Nice, that's a drop kid. Is that the Altar one? Did I get a good pull? Guys, did I do good? And okay, at least we got like different Dons there. The Makino on the Jolly Roger Don. So far, I've not seen anyone pull any not God packs. You know, everyone's looking for God packs, like a crazy pull. I think one guy got a Gold Don out of his starter. It looks like Law is very popular. Oh, we got a playset of Law based purely on that. Otama, the Otama, Radical Beam, Luffy, a beige. Nice looking Law, decent. Virgo on that Jolly Roger. Radical Beam. Another Luffy. I had to say something, right? got a copy, a dual copy of the Luffy. Alright, last pack magic before we cut this semi-short stream off. I don't even know how long it's been going on. Like I said, I usually just put record. This time I was just too anxious and I hit start stream instead. So, my fault. No God pack. Spoilers. Duval, Guard Point, Nico Robin, Sanji's Pilaf. There's the Niji. There's another Luffy. Judgment of Hell. Raizo. And it's not a Nels. Who's that? Konjiku. Still pretty cool. And also that, sorry, they kind of scrolled past it, but that Raizo with those Jolly Roger foils. I do like that you do get 2 of those in the pack, along with the guaranteed Dawn. Didn't hit any gold or hollows, but maybe we'll get it as part of our box. Anyways, guys, like I said, box incoming of PRB, box coming of OP09. I will be on a somewhat sabbatical from playing tournaments due to being very busy at work. Well, I should say let's go back here, going to work. And yeah, I'm going to try to keep low-key unless I see an event on Sunday. I think I did see some events on Sundays in end of November into December that I made to attend. I don't know the type of deck I'm going to bring. I may still bring my Perona out and kind of like fine-tweak it a little bit more. Or I may switch decks. I do tend to switch decks a lot, and I just like trying different things. Until then, guys, I will bid you guys goodbye. Like I said, I'm probably going to have to now like reverse upload this. Instead of putting it on stream, I have to upload it to YouTube, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I think the only really big pull I had was the kid. I'll double check to make sure later on and keep you guys updated. Until then, just leave a comment and let me know what you guys liked, disliked, what you're looking forward to, both out of the PRB boxes, what you guys have been building now that the new starters are out, or what you're looking towards in OP09. Until then, guys, stay safe and play well. Take it easy.